As we've said many, many times on the HAR website and in videos, in lectures, in student curriculum, um, half or more of all Tibetan paintings, Himalayan art paintings, are made in sets. They're not made as individual paintings. So what we're looking at here, painting number 358, HAR number 358, is we're looking at the figure of Asanga. Asanga was a very famous Indian philosopher, academic, very much involved with and maybe the founder of the Yogacara system of Mahayana Buddhist philosophy, and also the older half brother of Vasubandhu, who's also famous for the Abhidharma Kosha. Now, this painting of Asanga has him looking slightly down. His hands are in the Dharma teaching gesture, shaped like a wheel, like an eight-spoked wheel. That's what this gesture represents, what it means. And his feet are in a relaxed, forward placed posture. And then around him are all kinds of narrative vignettes. And there's actually basically 9 types of life story events, 9 events that are being represented. Now, below him, also seated on the right and left, are 2 figures, and I'm not sure who those figures are, to tell you the truth. I'm not sure if we've identified them as, because there may not be inscriptions on this painting, and but we would assume that they are 2 of the main students of Asanga. Now, the story is confusing because it does not move in a typical chronological order, and it does not move either clockwise or counterclockwise. It actually jumps around from one side to the other and then up and down. But the main stories we're looking at on the viewer's middle left side is a little temple, and it has a Buddha inside, and below that we have another figure, and it's actually of Asanga, and he's making aspirational wishes to progress in his practice. Then we jump to the viewer's upper right side, where we have a cave, and then that's Asanga meditating in a cave. Then below that, he's removing a mountain which is in his way, and then below that, part of his story is he's making a needle for one purpose or another, or for scooping out maggots from the injury of a dog. And then we have that actually at the bottom left corner, where you can see Maitreya, a small figure of the monastic figure Maitreya, bent over and doing something with a dog. And then immediately after that, then just to the viewer's right, very close proximity, then Maitreya actually appears to Asanga. Then we move over to the bottom right side, and then Maitreya in his life story has Asanga in his life story then puts Maitreya on his shoulders and parades him around, because it turns out that the dog with the nasty wound full of maggots was actually Maitreya testing Asanga. And then at the top right, you see 2 figures that are flying in the air, and that's Maitreya taking Asanga to the Tushita heaven to give him more training. And then at the top left, we actually have a depiction of Maitreya seated in heaven instructing Asanga. So this is a narrative story, but this is coming out of a 9-painting set. And the 8 main paintings are the 8 are this the 8 main scholars of Indian scholars, Buddhist scholars of India. And then the 9th painting in the set would either be a Shakyamuni at the center of the paintings with 4 on either side, or it would be Amitabha with 4 paintings on either side. And some of the other paintings, you know who they would be. It would be Nagarjuna, Dharmakirti, Dignaga, and such. It's the most famous scholars of Buddhist India. So you can press the like, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon for more details, for longer videos, and for more editorial.